Welcome to episode 34 of Hollywood Unapologetic. My name is Orlando Dilbert. Today I want to talk about filmmaking essentials. Your success as a filmmaker is in your hands. I was asked recently if my success in the entertainment arenas was something of my own doing. Was I responsible for my own success? The way I understood the question was more on the lines of, are we as creatives responsible for our own success? The short answers to those questions are a yes. To answer those appropriately requires me to give a little bit of more complex answers, an answer I think well suited for an episode. So here I am. Something I speak and write about a lot is about how filmmaking builds entrepreneurial skills. Without a doubt, the most successful filmmakers I know personally and have worked with all have developed skill sets and daily practices that successful entrepreneurs do every day. Everything from starting their days with a sense of knowing it's going to be a good day, writing down the 5 things they're going to do today, hitting the gym, meditation, and whatever else they can keep themselves moving forward on a schedule. Even getting enough sleep is on their schedules. Their daily lives have structure built into them, which coincide with a production timeline of the projects they are working on at the moment and their personal lives with their children and spouses. The key that every one of them has is that they take responsibility of where they are now in their careers and in their lives. This is important because so many people I've met over the decades of my travels in this business complain about this and that. The validity of their complaints lose some merit when asked what have they done today as an effort to get a step ahead, and too often the question is met with a blank stare and the same complaint repeated again. Yes, without a doubt, it is good to have people in your circle that can help you in your career, but unless you're born into a family of movers and shakers in this industry, you, just like the rest of us, have to knock on and sometimes kick down doors to make others know we exist. And even those born into this life, many still have to scratch and claw just like you and I have to every single day. Having a famous parent or uncle may get them an introduction to a producer or production executive, and that's about it. A large majority of us don't have mentors, agents, managers, attorneys, or even a significant base of people that will be instrumental parts of our career building. Many of us don't have a lot of money, know where to begin with a strategy, or even have a lot of free time. These are simply truths most people I've spoken to just don't get, and yet the ones that don't fully get it are in the same exact boat as everyone else. They just are overtaken by stress and sometimes even desperate to just getting a break. We are all there, but the ones who have been successful just push through. When I was in my 20s, I was a studio musician in New York. For about 3 years, I was getting lots of calls to play and record several times a week. The modest number I hold on to is over 200 songs I've played on, but the reality is a much higher number. At the time, there were roughly 13 of us that were getting a lot of the gigs. We all thought of ourselves as mercenaries of sorts. But as someone who didn't have a mentor, I didn't know I was getting shafted, or at least at first. I made very little money for those gigs, have no credits whatsoever, and have never seen a penny in residuals. To make things worse, 3 major world tour offers fell in my lap during those 3 years. Once they found out I didn't have an agent or manager, I was forgotten about on the spot. I don't know if you could hear it, but my dog's walking around. To this day, it bothers me about not having the right representation to protect me back then. I'm sure I'd still be getting residual checks today if I had, but you'll never hear me complain about it. All at the time, I knew I lacked the right base of people to guide and protect my career and me. I continued on. I took a chance. The successful ones that I knew back then were busy touring and being rock stars, so I had no one to ask, and that's okay. I chose to continue on, to learn as much as I can, and to build ownership of my success and failures. And that is the point. I made a conscious choice to pursue a dream, go as far as I possibly could go, and I kept on doing it. The lessons learned during this time and since have all been key to success in other parts of the entertainment business. I've since learned about structures of film and television distribution and financing. I've learned about music licensing. I've learned about different technologies including virtual reality, augmented reality, and motion capture, all in their infancy. I've learned about digital workflow in close-to-air and live television settings, as well as in post-production facilities. I've learned about marketing strategies and corresponding psychological and sociological influences. I've told investors in meetings when asked, what do I do? I'm the guy who makes you money because I bring a lot to the table for us all to succeed. And I really didn't mean that to try to sound pompous or full of myself, but the reality is that I've been fortunate enough to learn a lot over the years. I've been able to make that work for me and be able to bring value to whatever projects that I'm attached to. And the point is, I've accepted that I am 100% responsible for my own career. I made it a point to never stop learning. I've done as much as I can to make myself of value, and that is something I suggest you do your best to do. You have to take ownership of where you are today, where you see yourself in a year, 5 years, 10, and what you're going to do to get there. Even if you were established as a filmmaker, any good agent or manager is still going to tell you that you are 100% responsible for your career. And the agent is as well, of course, but it never means that you stop hustling. Being idle in this business, it's a career killer. Losing forward momentum is a career killer. It's his job to represent you the best that he can, but it still comes down to you. But guess what? You still have to go for anyone wanting to represent you. People will be attracted to your voice on the screen, your writing on paper, your sounds on the radio. Your personality and character is all part of the magic that you create. This is what will always be at the core of others taking interest in you and what you do. Remember that. Agent can only open a door or get you to a meeting. Because once you are there, it still comes down to you to win the day. Your personality, your vision, your energy, your drive, all the things that bring people to you. These are all part of the core and what people will be drawn to. These are the things only you can bring with you into a meeting. An agent can't do that, only you can. And it only happens when you believe in yourself, take accountability for your career, and take action to make yourself of value. And that is true in all aspects of your life as well. So what are you waiting for? The world is greatly influenced by what is seen on the screen and heard on the radio. Let's be the new Hollywood generation. Let's give them something that will drive everyone to do something bigger and make a positive difference in the world. Something I want to leave you with. We're all in it together. Each and every one of you is an important part of our future. You're important to the lives of those who surround you. You're important to your communities. You're important to our industry. No matter what, remain optimistic, focused on your goal. Never stop believing in yourself. Always remember, you are the key to your own success. Take a breath, move forward. Together, let's create a revival, a resurgence of Hollywood, bring back the auteur to cinema, an active part of the new Hollywood generation. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. And please subscribe to our channel and share. Don't forget to check out our other videos in the series and follow the link below to check out our swag. Thanks. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. Join Hollywood Unapologetic in our quest to positively empower one another, to empower our industry as we speak openly to industry professionals about the true pursuit of our Hollywood dreams and in life. Hollywood Unapologetic is a continuation of the Pollyanna's tear-soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical series of books designed to help you better prepare for success. It is now our time to strive to be a better version of ourselves and to be inclusive of one another. We, as a community, can grow together and be the change our industry needs. We can find unity together and be the change our future needs. We are the new Hollywood generation. Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic.